Hello, it is I, Anawoltos, here today to show you the Stronghold Crusader AI Tournament 2 brackets. Okay, so that was a very eventful first round of a tournament, so now we're getting into some of the bigger matches. So here we are. Let's take a quick recap. Okay, first match, the Rat against Emperor Frederick. Emperor Frederick definitely overpowered the Rat using superior unit quality. There was no surprise that happened. The Snake versus Duke Beauregard. Oops, I'm sorry. I tread over my words. The Snake, Duke Beauregard, against King Philip I. The Snake definitely pulled out the win in having both a slightly higher quality in troops. Of course, King Philip had those knights, but the Snake consistently was able to field large numbers, which definitely were a pain to King Philip. Anyway, the Pig against the Wazir. The Wazir really did not show very well in this one, and that led to the Pig having the advantage overall in that game. And of course, the Wolf against the Emir. It was a long one. No one wanted me to continue that one. So in the end, I had to look at the statistics, and it seemed to me that the Emir definitely had the advantage. So I had to give the Emir the win on that one for both having a better economy and better map control throughout the game. Anyway, Saladin against the Nazir. Saladin definitely pulled a good win in this one, really wrecking the Nazir's buildings and the Nizar. The game says the Nazir. I say the Nizar. The buildings were being wrecked, and overall Saladin had the advantage. We didn't need to finish that one off because we already knew who was going to win. The Caliph against the Sheriff. The Caliph just was able to overpower the Sheriff due to the Sheriff's slow-burning economy that really takes a while to get built up. In addition to that, a lot of the Sheriff's industrial buildings are fairly poorly protected, which of course offers another weak spot in the Sheriff's castle. The Marshal against the Sultan. The Marshal takes this one in being able to definitely build up fast enough to pose a serious threat to the Sultan, and the Sultan just wasn't able to keep up with the Marshal having knights and swordsmen. Of course, the Sultan had the Arab swords, but overall, the Marshal definitely had the advantage in that one. And the final match was the Lionheart against the Abbot. It looked like it may be a close one for a while there, but in the end, the Lionheart definitely overpowered the Abbot and pulled in for a win. So this is a bracket thus far. Emperor Frederick is going to be up against the Snake in the second round. The Pig against the Emir. Saladin against the Caliph. And the Marshal against the Lionheart. So as for my ideas of who's probably going to win, my picks would be... I don't know about Emperor Frederick against the Snake. Emperor Frederick, towards the late game, definitely has a lot of good attacks going, but the Snake can attack frequently and has a lot of low-quality units, but is able to build up an army quite fast. So the Emperor Frederick is going to need all the time he can get in order to have a chance at beating the Snake. And by that, I mean that the ideal plan for Emperor Frederick is if I as a player remain alive for longer rather than shorter, because that means that it really slows down the Snake's ability to attack. Now that being said, if Emperor Frederick does build up his economy and build up his troops and fields a sizable army, Emperor Frederick will have the advantage. But that's my idea for what might happen in that match. Anyway, the pig against the Emir. I think that the Emir probably is going to be at an advantage. Now, of course, the pig has considerable firepower, so I can't really say whether that is going to stop the Emir, but it is something to consider. And the pig's macemen travel relatively fast compared to other infantry units, so it might give the pig an advantage in raiding, but overall I think the Emir probably has the stronger economy and the ability to really pull through here. Saladin against the Caliph. I think that Saladin is probably going to come out on top of that because he has a better economy and overall I'd say probably a better troop composition and a better built castle, and that's going to be very important. The Caliph's castle doesn't have any potential for defensive siege engines on towers, which is going to be a bit of a disadvantage when you're going against Saladin. Anyway, the Marshal against the Lionheart. Now this one's a little bit difficult. The Marshal does use knights, which the Lionheart doesn't, but when the Lionheart attacks, he attacks in force. And I don't know if the Marshal's castle is of the type that can hold up against a large-scale attack such as the ones that the Lionheart shoots out. Meanwhile, the Lionheart's castle, I don't have a doubt that it would be able to stand relatively well against the Marshal's attacks. So I'm thinking that the Lionheart has a bit more powerful offense here, and that is going to give the Lionheart the edge in this game. So anyway, next time we will actually be going into the matches. We will be seeing Emperor Frederick against the Snake. I wonder if my predictions will hold true, or if it goes in a completely unexpected direction. Whichever way it goes, I'm sure that it will be very entertaining. We'll have a very good look at how the AI interacts, and we'll just, hopefully, we'll have a good time. Anyway, thank you all for listening, and I will be seeing you all next time. Oh, wait! Oh, I need to stop here. I need to get back to something. This bracket here, I created it in draw.io. I'm going to leave a link in the description. I am not sponsored. I just really like using this tool. And if you would like the XML template for this type of bracket that I made, feel free to ask. I'll send it to you. It will hopefully be interesting. Anyway, if you would like to collaborate with me on any of my videos, that would also be very enjoyable. So please do contact me in the comments below or on my email, as is put on the description for this channel in my channel page. So thank you all for listening or watching, I guess, because there's something on the screen. So it's not a pure listening type program here. And I will be seeing you all next time on A Woltos Over and Out.